Aqua male. Looked like it was going to fall over. Hi. Thanks for coming over so quick. Hi. Hi. So this little guy did extremely well on the release portion of our test. In that he felt a little bit of stress. I will say that he has 8 litter mates, and this is the first time he's been taken away. And he's been dropped in a room. He's never been in here before, and he's never met me before. So he had enough confidence to come out of there. A lot of puppies would just lay down or shut down, cry a lot. But he had enough confidence to come out, which is really nice. And basically that's what we're looking for. How does the puppy react, like just being put into a whole new environment? Okay, so I'm going to just let him know that I'm friendly and safe. Hey, you're very cute. Cute thing. Yeah? Good. So I don't want to like encourage him to stay with me. I just want him to know that I'm okay. And then I'm going to just sort of sit and see what he does by himself. Does he choose to stay with me? There's tents and balls and a lot of smells in this room too because of the food storage, and other dogs have been in here before. So this little guy is not so curious about his surroundings. He's kind of so there's a social where they're jumping all over you, extremely happy. That's a social indication. This is a social indication, but it's a little bit of a reliance on me. He's feeling that I'm pretty safe. Having said that, his body height and tail are very good. He's not low. Some puppies just go like extremely low to the ground and their tails are tucked. We would like to see his tail a little higher and a little happier maybe, but it's not tucked and it's not tense. It's quite relaxed. There it comes up. So I'm glad that he went over to look at the tent. That's a little stretching into something like that is just him being careful. He's not sure what it is. So I'm going to go completely quiet and not speak at all. Sometimes my voice keeps them with me. He's got sweet eyes. He stares right at you. Yeah? Can you see that body stretch? So he's a careful little guy, and that's good. That's a good trait. He's probably not the kind that would go jumping into a bush and come out with a porcupine on the other end. He would be more careful than that, I think. So the stress that he feels, there was a few little whimpers there. And again, he's just being careful. But you can see that he's really not relying on me for help at all, really. He'll come and visit me. But even though he's uncomfortable or not sure of what's going on, he's quite environmental. He's sniffing almost like slowly every corner of the room. He's wanting to know where he is and what's on the floor and like the tents. Did you do that? Hey? Did you do that? So he's helpful when I'm cleaning. Are you helpful? Yeah? So in interaction, he was nice when he was with me, like soft and gentle. But he spent a lot of time away from me, so I'd have to say that he's more environmental for that part of the test. So now when I'm up and walking around, I want to see if he's interested in me or more of the room. I would like to think that he would care. Puppy, puppy. Puppy, puppy. Good boy. Good boy. So this is like a bond building type exercise. So even though we started, he didn't care where I was. He was looking at things. But now he's like following me, which is good. Yeah. So this in itself is showing a more social side. So ideally, like this is an exercise for me to see, is he more social or more environmental. But within the exercise itself, teach him to come, get him to follow, doing this kind of exercise in this kind of room, and then make the room bigger with different toys, and then make the go outside in your backyard or whatever, and just build on it before you take them to a place that's overwhelming, like a dog park or a family picnic. So ideally, you want to build that bond to where the dog is checking in on you. That's why we call it a checking in exercise. And so he's free to go and play with other dogs. Yes, good, good. So tons and tons of praise when he comes. He's not too young to learn that. Come, start with the come. So as I was saying, like he ideally can go play with other dogs and kids and people. Yes. But he should sort of, if you can imagine, out of the corner of his eye, always know where you are. You want that bond built. And so if you're at a place, he can go play with something, and ideally he would run back to you and nudge you or say hello, and then off and play. So that would be ideal. So you get there by building on this exercise, is what I'm trying to say. Yes. Should he not come? So when you're working with him, if he only follows you, you can show him something like, look at this, puppy, 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 puppy. What's this? Yes. And then, puppy cup. Yes. Yes. Make it fun. Get him to look at things, but be responsive to you. He's doing a really, really good job. He's quite interested in where I am, and he is stopping to look at things by himself. So that's ideal. So he did a really, really good job on that. But a lot of people take their puppies too soon to a big open environment, and quite frankly are disappointed that the puppy doesn't even care where they are. So you have to build that bond, is what I'm saying. Yes? And it comes really quick. It sounds like a big ordeal to change the size of the room and stuff like that, but this little guy, like, doesn't know me. Puppy. Puppy, puppy, puppy. Yes, yes. You can certainly introduce treats. So if he was really busy playing, and didn't come, then get some treats, and when he comes, treat him for coming. It's a really good, see, he's quite playful. He was a little bit shy at the beginning, but he's certainly feeling a lot more comfortable. Yes, yes, yes. Look what we're going to do now. So he did a really good job. So what we're going to do is now he's excited and playing, and we're going to just pick him up and see how he reacts. So they have a lot of grooming. They have a lot of bets. They also have to be patient because you can't be with them 24/7. So he's got a little wiggle going on at the very, very end. So he started off really well. So you could benefit by increasing that, like just hold him, and just before he starts to wiggle, put him down, give him a treat, and then the next time make the hold longer and just build on that tolerance. He basically should do what you ask him. So what I was waiting for is also, they sometimes hold a little grudge if they didn't like it and they wanted down, but he's not. He just wanted down to play. He's the same as he was before. Puppy, puppy. Yes, see, you still love me. Yes. So he did really well. He's not upset or angry with me or anything. You just have to build on it a little bit. And it wasn't bad. I held him quite a little while before he started to complain. Oh, very good. So, for your reference, a lot of puppies don't like the sound of the paper because they've never heard it before. Puppy, bring it. Puppy, 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 bring it. Yes. Good, good boy. Ready? 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 Go. Puppy, bring. Puppy, bring. Puppy, bring. Okay. Yes, good boy. So he did start to rip the paper apart. So very important to teach them to drop stuff. You have a piece? Thank you. So I'm going to show you, well, how to teach them not to chew stuff or to drop stuff, I should say. So he's getting a bit excited. My mother always used to say it's the quiet ones you have to watch out for. I know. Look. You want to go after this again? Look. Okay. Puppy give. So I'm giving him a treat and taking the toy away. So in your exercises, work on the drop it. Unfortunately, they learn really quickly that you are going to take it away. So they tend to gobble it down, and then you're into like gastric trouble. So he did really well. He was very interactive. He got pretty excited. He attempted retrieval really well. So it's a great game to build a bond also. It's a good exercise for mind and body, so perfect. So I have given him a treat to drop that paper. So what I'm going to do is see if he can hold his composure, or if he's too excited. He's quite interested in what you're doing. So we do this treat test because if you feed a treat that is too overstimulating, the dog will lose focus. So to give you an example, a puppy that lost focus would knock the cup off but continue to whack the cup around the room and just get overexcited. So this little guy did really, really well. It was a very easy task. He saw the treat, he knew exactly what he wanted, and he's relatively quiet. Yes, very good. So he did really, really well on that also. So just watch him. The ideal is to find something he knows is a reward for a job well done, but doesn't send him over the top. So that's what you're aiming for. Okay? Is that what you're aiming for? So he did really well. Quite a smart little guy. I could just do it now, I guess. I don't think you're on camera, I'm not sure. Hi. So that was a fairly loud noise from behind, unexpected. We expect them to react. That's not the problem. It's how they recover from that shock. So he has that careful stretch looking in the corner. You'll note that he didn't come to me. So he's not looking to me for any kind of help. And I keep giving you reference, but it's just a comparison. And some puppies would like start crying or go to the door where they come in, or they shut right down. He's giving it some thought. He's not sure what that was. But he had a lovely body height. His tail is still up. And it's taken him quite a while to kind of come to me. He didn't really come, like he just sort of walked by me. I think he thinks that noise came from that corner. Aha. So he is now curled up in that tent. But he is biting it, like he's playing with it. I'm just giving him a moment because the most important thing is to teach a dog to handle it by themselves. So if you find your dog was really scared and you felt sorry for him, the worst thing you can do is coddle him, because he needs to learn to push through stress. And if you keep picking him up and saying, oh, like, you poor little thing, you're so scared, he will never learn. He will rely on you forever, and it's so much nicer to have a confident dog. So he's done really well. He's like following me when I move. He's not right back to where he was before. I am giving him a longer chance than usual because I think he can do it. I think he can just go and play. Yeah? Where's the balls? Where's the balls? Yeah, go get the balls. So what you would do is just redirect his energy. So you're just going to get him playing. Get him following you around. Puppy, puppy, puppy. Make the game fun again. Yay! Yay! Attaboy. Attaboy. So don't pick him up, just get him moving forward and change his mindset. So he didn't do a bad job at all. It didn't take much for me to move around and get him back to normal. And right back at something new. Can you look up? Up, up, up. Whoa. What is that? It's glue. So he has a little shy of the motion. So when it was still, he was quite curious and right at it. So he has a very good curiosity. Yes? Yes, puppy. So do it nicely. Get him comfortable with a whole bunch of different things. They would basically just suggest introducing new colors and motions and sounds and just broaden their world, and it's like just a world of desensitizing. Hey? He's such a good boy. So very good. So really, he has a little shy of that movement, but other than that, he was quite game to go and look at it. So good. So the noise did change his personality a little bit. Scratching sometimes can be as simple as a scratch, but sometimes it can mean that he's a little bit not sure. So we do a basic prey drive, which is built in them. It's like an innate quality. So I'm actually enticing him a lot, but the careful side is good. Okay, so he was totally connected from the moment I started moving it, which tells me he's trying to take it away, which is another indication. So he has a fairly strong prey drive. Gotcha. So those in your book, your exercises like watch me, drop it, leave it, redirectional exercises, they get his focus back on you. So you want to be able to call him back or redirect his attention, basically to keep him out of trouble. Like if he's running towards a car, or running towards a kid on a bike, or chasing a squirrel, you want to be able to redirect. Did that make a noise over there? Yeah, so I'm going to go back to the noise test. It was a fairly loud noise on my part, but you might want to play with the noise and desensitize them to that. So you do that by starting a low noise and then increase it to where it doesn't bother him at all. Because you could see the prey drive overrode how he felt, but he accidentally moved that bucket a minute ago and went over here. So he wasn't really sure of that noise, even though I thought he recovered quite well, but it's still at the back of his mind. So lots of energy, really game, lovely little boy. I hope you enjoy him. He's lovely. Good test. Did you just eat?